Hi there folks, and welcome to this week's Burt Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 211. So starting off our sports story, the American sprinter Noah Lyall apparently shattered Usain Bolt's 200 metre record. So he clocked up a rapid time of 18.9 seconds, and that's versus Bolt's own impressive time of 19.19 seconds. And indeed, until then, nobody had ever ran the 200 metres in less than 19 seconds before. Have things now changed? So how much quicker was this time in seconds? So obviously we're going to just take them away from each other. When we're doing a decimal calculation like this without a calculator, we've just got to make sure we line up the points. So the 1 will go under the 1, the 8 will go under the 9, the 9 will go under the 1, and then we're going to have this blank space below the 9. So if you really wanted to fill out, you could put a 0 in the hundredths column and call it 18.90. So starting from the right, 9 take away 0 is 9. 1 take away 9 we can't do. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these units, and so we're going to be left with 8 units. And we're going to drop one of those units down and it becomes 10 tenths. So that's going to become 11 tenths take away 9 tenths, which is 2. We're then going to put the point in, and then 8 take away is 0, and obviously 1 take away 1 is also 0. So that gives us a time of 0.29 seconds. So the joy was short-lived, as it says here, because it turns out he was in the wrong starting lane, which means he actually ran 15 metres less than he was supposed to. So how far did Noah actually run? Well, that's just going to be 15 less than 200, so it's going to be 200 take away 15, which gives us 185 metres. And now part C, a wee bit trickier. Assuming you ran a consistent rate, how long would they have completed the 200 metres in? Well, first of all, we need to figure out how long it take him to run 1 metre. So if it's 18.9 seconds for 185 metres, if we divide this time by 185, that's the length of time it takes him to run 1 metre. So if he's running at a consistent rate, we're going to multiply that by 200 to get 200 metres the time. And rounding to 2 decimal places, that's going to be 20.43 seconds, which is a great time, but it's not quite Usain Bolt's, is it? Okay, so on to our health and wellbeing story. So Joey Chestnut, yet again, has won the Nathan's hot dog eating contest in New York. He's actually beaten his own world record this time, 75 hot dogs in just 10 minutes. So on average, how long did it take Joey to eat one hot dog? Well, if the total time is 10 minutes, we're going to share that time equally amongst all the hot dogs because we're saying on average. So that's going to give us 0.13. And if you look at your calculator, you'll see a dot above the 3. So that means 0.13333333 with the 3 is recurring. Now that's going to be minutes. We're asked for the time in seconds. So there's 60 seconds in a minute. So we multiply this by 60. You can let your calculator do all the work, or you could just simplify the fraction to get 2 over 15. And then we're multiplying that by 60, so it's like 120 divided by 15. But if you just used your calculator, it would have come out as 8 seconds anyway. Very impressive. Could you eat a hot dog in 8 seconds? I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so on to our technology story. So this was a game when I was a lad. This was about as close as we got to technology in the gaming industry. Such a fantastic game. And in its original packaging, it's been sold for $114,000. So how much is this in pounds and pence? Well, to turn foreign currency into British money, we divide by the exchange rate. So if we're getting £1, for £1, if we're getting $1.30, we're going to divide by that $1.30 to change it back into pounds. Now, because it's money, we're going to round to 2 decimal places. So the 7 is going to make this round up to be 0.31. So we're looking for £87,692 and 31 pence. So on to our final story. So we had a shopper sharing a photo of 500 grams of mince that she bought from Sainsbury's and actually weighed, and it actually contained considerably less than that 500 grams. So 4.4% less than this amount. So how much mince was missing? Well, just 4.4% of 500 grams. So we can start by finding 1% by dividing by 100. And then to get 4.4%, we multiply the 1% by 4.4. So that's going to be like 5 times 4.4, which comes to 22 grams. So what should the reading in the kitchen scales say? Well, it should say the 500 minus the amount that's missing. So it's going to be 500 take away 22, which is 478 grams, and that is indeed the amount on the scale there. Shocking, Sainsbury's. Maybe you need to work on both your measurement and your estimating and rounding numeracy organisers. Anyway, folks, there we have it. Our word solutions for this week's Daily Rigour. Hope you enjoyed being back to school this week, and stay tuned for next week's edition when we're going to be looking at more stories from the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching and bye for now.